Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm your host Uzma Khan and you're watching Sisters Corner. And I have a very special guest in my program today, and I'm very pleased to have Jason Perry, Mayor of Croydon. And so we were discussing before the break about business association and how you're helping, people to lift up with business and all sort of things. So tell us a little bit more in detail, like how you are helping the business community, and a lot of small businesses are around, in the community, and how you are helping them.
So we're very much trying to work with business associations, and where there aren't business associations, set those up. So we have a very good association in South Croydon. I work very closely with them. They were recently able to put on the Croydon Food and Music Festival in Southend, working with the Croydon Business Association, a relatively new association in the town centre, and later on today going to their summit. They're doing an AI summit, and we've supported them in putting on that AI summit. So we've got some real forward-thinking businesses, entrepreneurs based in the borough, working with them, listening to them, supporting them the best we can.
Okay, you're setting up different events as well to spread the awareness and telling people in the community like what's going on in the community, and giving chance to the business community to come forward and talk about. How about, what do you think, where we see Croydon in future?
So I think Croydon has a great future ahead of it, a very bright future ahead of it. We are the powerhouse of the South East. Our connections into London, our connections to Gatwick mean that we are the place to be. We have a Croydon growth plan. We are very much looking forward to bringing inward investment into Croydon. We're seeing North End change. We've got the new shops opened in the old Orders building, first 2, and there's 6 in total. The new Wellesley Road crossing at the back of the Whitgift Centre, and we're going to be putting £10 million into public realm of North End over the coming year.
Well, that's a huge amount.
Yeah. So there's a lot happening, and as I say, I think we have very bright days ahead of us.
So I would like to know a little bit more about your goals and visions as well. What is your political goal? What do you think in the future? And where your legacy, what legacy you would like to leave for the community? We don't want you to leave, but obviously, yeah.
I'm hoping I'm not leaving. So,
we won't let you. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. I very much, as I say, Croydon is my hometown. I'm born and bred here. I'm passionate about Croydon and getting it back on track. We've turned the corner. We're moving in the right direction. We're heading forward, and I guess I want my legacy to be that I turned Croydon around and put Croydon back on the path to prosperity, and a place that we're all proud to call home.
So how do you define kind of effective leadership? What is effective leadership?
I think for me, leadership is about listening to people, listening to your team. Having a good team is a very important part of that, having the right people around you, listening to your team, hearing the advice and making of decisions, not rushing into decisions, but understanding all the facts so that you can make a good decision based on the facts. And I work with people, I work in a collegiate way, and I very much work as a team player. I wouldn't ask someone to do something I wouldn't do myself. And that's
really
the way
That's
I've always worked in my business life. I've always worked on the same basis. So it's treating people with respect, listening to people, taking your time to make that decision, and then following decisions through. I mean, as a leader and as a mayor, you have to make difficult decisions. But once a decision's made, you need to follow that through. And have the courage of your convictions, and believe that you are doing it for the right reason to achieve the right goals at the end, which for me is getting Croydon back on track.
That's great. Jason, obviously when we go through something or any sort of job role, we go through a lot of challenges and barriers, What sort of barriers have you faced in political career so far? In
political? I guess in the political world, the main barrier, I mean, for me, I'm a Conservative Party member, Conservative mayor, so it's that getting involved in your party, getting known, working hard, working your way through the ranks. So So I guess it's working through that party system in order to get involved and to be able to be in those positions where you can make a change and make a difference.
That's great. We have a short time. I really want to ask, a lot of things, and because obviously all the people watching, they would like to know a lot more, what's happening in and around. I would like to know about, like, a lot of women's are struggling with a lot of things, especially single moms, as I have mentioned before. What do you think, how the women's can be, motivated into politics, or generally, for the welfare, for the well-being?
I think for anyone wanting to get involved in politics, it is about getting involved. And I think the most important thing is about being part of your local community. I think being part of your community almost comes first, and then maybe you go into politics, you follow a particular party, whatever it is you may believe in. But I think the really key thing is being part of your local community, being involved in your church, your temple, your mosque, whatever it may be. You're there, you're part of it, you understand what's happening. And, we all live in our local communities. I live in South Croydon, that's my community, I understand what's happening around me. And I think for anyone, you need to remain engaged and in touch with your local community.
How can we say, how can we stay grounded and in touch or reach the local community? What do you think? What are the main steps we can take?
Yeah, I think living in the local community is clearly the major thing, because you are then, my bins are emptied, I have potholes in my, all of those things. You're experiencing council services, so you understand what other people are experiencing. So being part of your community, being involved in your faith and various other things is how you remain grounded. Your friends, your local people, where you work, your job, all keeps you grounded. And that's really important.
Yeah. It is all about, I think, respecting each other is totally. Our most important thing. Obviously, you have worked a lot in the community and very closely with the public as well. What do you think, where people are now and they were before you becoming as a mayor and before that?
Well, I would hope that in the 3 years that I've been in office that I've restored services to the borough. I've invested in the borough, I've invested in our parks, in our district centres, in our businesses, cutting the grass, removing graffiti. So I would hope residents see a cleaner, brighter borough that has a bright future ahead of it. If they're going into the town centre, they'll start to see the changes around the town centre, the way the Orders building is transforming. So I would hope that that's what residents are seeing on a daily basis. Their bins are being picked up, their potholes are being fixed, the graffiti removed, the fly tips removed. A real focus on enforcement. For too long, people have been allowed to do as they like, and we're not going to allow that anymore. People need to respect our hometown, respect Croydon, and we're very much going to enforce that and make sure that the minority who try and ruin it are caught, are prosecuted, are fined, so that most of the people that love and enjoy Croydon can do so. So we're taking a real zero tolerance approach to bad behaviour. Lifting abandoned cars, dealing with all those different issues.
Yeah. One last question I would like to know about, because a lot of parking restrictions are going on in Croydon as well. We can see a lot of people are struggling, they can't find parking. So, because I know it is important as well, obviously, and if you think about budgeting and stuff, it is helping the council as well, What do you think, why it is?
Well, parking is a big issue. So, and we're always looking to put extra parking in. If we can find additional spaces on the street, to put additional spaces in, particularly to support our businesses around district centres. Parking charges in district centres, we've got that 1 hour free. We've reduced the second hour. So again, we're trying to help people with the cost of parking, but also support our traders. But as you say, it does form part of the council's budget. It is money that comes into the council, but I'm also mindful that it needs to be affordable. So we do try and review these things. We do compare to other places. Is our parking much higher? Are we compatible? So yeah, but it's a very difficult one to fix.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a £20 parking ticket which we can pay. But it's not happening. Anyways, so Jason Perry, thank you very much for coming in today's show. I would like to take a last message from you. I know you are doing a brilliant job, and honestly, this is amazing. Whatever you have told us, you have explained really well. What last message would you like to give to the community or to the people watching my program?
Croydon is a fantastic place, a place that we should be very proud of. I'm very proud of Croydon. We're turning around, we're moving back in the right direction, and very much, you know, it's a journey of improvement. Things are being fixed. Let's keep going. Let's keep fixing Croydon, and with the support of all our residents, we can make that happen.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jason, for coming in my show. And honestly, I have no words to explain how happy I was today to have you in my show. Thank you so much, all the viewers watching program. And the last message is, it's not that only one person can bring a change. It's all of us. We all have to be united, and we all have to work towards the betterment for the community and for the country. Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much for watching the program. See you in another program with another guest. Till that, Allah Hafiz.